So let's set our feet into place. Always establish our base. Nice good base of support. Lock those feet in. Let's go ahead and splay those toes apart. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Digging into the ground. Micro bend in the knees, and then we're tucking that pelvis underneath. Proud chest, roll the shoulders down and back. Let's just take 3 deep breaths. Really fill up the lungs like a balloon. Belly and chest. And then let all the air out. So inhale. Exhale. Last one, deep inhale. All the way in, exhale. Perfect. So on the next inhale, dropping the shoulder on the exhale. And we're just looking for that neck stretch, nice and easy. Inhale. Exhale, at your own pace, just moving left to right. Using that exhale to open up and release that neck tension there. See if I can lengthen that muscle tissue. Left to right, ear to shoulder on the exhale. Nice, powerful exhales. Inhale up. Last time on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's look up on the inhale. So pull the chin, finding a stretch down the throat. And then exhale, touch your chin to your chest. See if you can find a stretch down the back of the neck. Keeping the palms forward. Keep those fingertips reaching towards the ground. At your own pace, just moving with your inhales and your exhales. Inhale, looking up, chin up. Exhale, chin to chest. Waking up that neck. Last time, moving up. Inhale. Last time, chin to chest on the exhale. Perfect. Let's look back behind us. So let's rotate. Try not to let that shoulder go along for the ride. Exhale into it. Keep the palms forward. Moving with your breath. Couple more times each side. Exhale as you rotate and look back behind you. Lead with the eyes. Keep the shoulders packed down. Exhale. Last time on each side. Inhale, transition. Exhale. Inhale over. Exhale into it. Perfect, perfect. All right, last one. I'm going to turn to the side here, but I'm going to jut forward and back. So jut that chin forward and then tuck back in. Keeping those hips locked in, keeping the shoulders down. Try not to shrug the shoulders. Gliding nice and smooth, forward and back. Comfortable breathing in and out through the nose. See if I can open up that range. Exhale into the end ranges. So as I reach my end point, you can exhale forward and back. And relax. Perfect. All right, let's start out ear to shoulder on this one. Let's keep my fingertips reaching for the ground. So as I roll my neck, get those head circles, neck circles, all the way around. I want to slowly feel out that movement. See if I can find those Rice Krispie treats. The snap, crackle, pops. See if I can find anything as I rotate shoulder, chin to sky, ear to shoulder, and chin to chest. Isolating at the neck, so make sure those shoulders aren't going along for the ride. And then go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Smooth, slow and controlled. Breathing into any tension, any stiffness, I'm gonna exhale. Maintain control. Keep that core and those hips locked in. Soft knees. Check in with that lower body. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, perfect. All right, nice and comfortable shoulder rolls. So again, we have all 4 points. I want to hit all 4 points. Shrug, pull back, pull down, and draw forward. So pulling up, my arms, my elbows, my wrists, my fingertips are nice and loose. So really drawing through those shoulder blades. Full range of motion, full range of motion. See if I can scrape the edges. See if I can groove out those edges, smooth it out. Breathe into it. Deep inhale, deep exhale into any tension. I feel my left side, got a little stiffness up here towards my clavicles, towards my collarbones. So breathe into those tight spots, all right? Opposite direction. And I'm just looking for those pockets of tension as we go from head, neck, shoulders, all the way down straight. Yolanda, what's up, Yolanda? Welcome. Miss you. Jump on in, jump on in. Send in your request if you have it, Yolanda. Last 2, guys. And relax. Perfect. Shake it off, shake it off. All right, let's do some chest openers and let's round out the back. So I'm gonna turn to the side here on this one. Really open up that chest. Keep my hips locked in, but open up, pull the elbows back on the inhale. Exhale, reach and round the back out. Pull those shoulder blades apart, tuck the pelvis underneath. At your own pace. Inhale, big chest. Exhale, big, round that back out. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. At your own pace. Last 2. Last 1. Perfect, perfect. Shake it off. Let's do a nice good side bend. Nice good side bend. So lock the feet in. From my pinky toes, from my heels, my big toe, I'm locking my feet in. Soft knees, tuck the pelvis. So don't unlock those hips. Reaching on the exhale. Nice, good stretch. Switch it up. Keep that pelvis locked under. I should feel those obliques. Pull the pinky up and over towards the corner of the ceiling, corner of the walls here. My other arm is reaching down and out. See if I can lock out my hands or my arms at the top and the bottom. Use that breath. Last 3. 2. And last 1. Perfect, perfect. We'll get some bow and arrows. Let me see what we got here. Awesome. So bow and arrows. So on the first couple reps, I can allow my hips to go along for the ride. I can allow them to rotate open a little bit. But as I get more comfortable with that movement, I want to keep the hips square to the front. Keep my eyes on my fingertips. Keep my knees soft and my hips locked in. Keep that pelvis tucked under my rib cage. We're looking for a rotation. So my focus here is rotation of the upper body as opposed to my lower body. So my lower body stays square to the front, right in line with my feet. My upper body is rotating as a thoracic spine, a rib cage. Breathe into it as I pull. Inhale, transition. Exhale, open up. Alright, so let's keep that rotation going. Let's just add a little bit more at the shoulders here. So I'm just go back a little bit. I'm gonna go inhale up, exhale, rotate the palm out and my thumb down. Now I'm keeping my eyes square to the front. Keep my arms locked out. I'm really reaching up, reaching back. Keep that front arm nice and stable. I'm just going to turn to the side real quick. Up and pull back. Keep the hips locked in. Inhale. Exhale into that shoulder. Last 3. 2. Last one. Perfect, perfect. Shake it off, perfect. All right, so we got a side bend a little bit. We got a little bit of the shoulders, rotation, front and back with our chest here. So let's glide. We're keeping my hips locked in. I'm just gonna glide left to right. So those muscles that we just we're looking to lengthen. We kind of stretched out a little bit, opened up, hopefully. Now I want to see if I have control of those same muscle tissue going left to right. I don't have to go too far. Wherever your end range is at, you just go until you find comfort, but I still want to try and push that end range. So wherever your end point is, we want to exhale into it and see if I can push just a little bit further. Again, keeping the hips locked into the ground. Keep the lower body stable, upper body just gliding left to right. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's bring those feet together. We're gonna keep going with the shoulders here. So as I twist in the opposite directions, I'm bending my knees as much as I need to. I'm pulling my arms apart, and I'm looking through my fingertips. So I should find a nice, good stretch in my shoulders, even into the neck. Keep those feet nice and flat, nice and stable. Bend those knees as much as you need to as I drop my shoulder and twist. Breathe into it. Last 3. 2. And last 1. All right, perfect. All right, guys, let's get the hips here. So let's go into a staggered stance. All I'm doing with my feet are nice and stable, parallel, hip width distance, I'm just gonna slide one back, plant the feet, soft knees, and now pelvic tilts. I'm just gonna tilt my pelvis forward and then tuck back under. As I tuck under, I should feel that active glute, tucking forward and back. Keep that chest from moving, keep that upper body, my shoulders are stable. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Let's take note of where our hips are at this morning. I'm gonna turn to the side. Three, two, and one. All right, now let's shift left to right. So I'm gonna pull one up and the other. So make sure I'm not bending to the side. I'm not going side to side. It's just my hips. Pull one up, pull one down. Bend those knees as much as you need to. And again, we're taking note where any stiffness, any pockets of tension might be at. And we're gonna breathe into it. All right, so now let's go all the way around. I wanna push those hips all the way around. Imagine I'm in a barrel. I want to scrape the edges of that barrel. Keeping the upper body stable. 3, breathe into it. 2, and change directions all the way around. Lock those feet in. 3, 2, and 1, perfect. Switch it up. Other side. Plant the feet. Soft knees. Pelvic tuck and tilt. Same thing. So take note of stiffness going left to right. Is it smoother on my right? Is it smoother on my left? Where do we need to find those improvements? Breathe into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shifting. Bring one hip up and the other down. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go all the way around. Isolate at the hips, full hip circle. Breathe into it. Use your hands if you need to at the hips. If not, I'm gonna keep them reaching for the ground. Keep the chest proud, and then go ahead and change directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's twist those feet out real quick. So let's stretch out those feet, and then we'll kind of work our way back up. Rotate and pivot my foot out. All the weight's on that leg. I'm just gonna go big toe to pinky toe. Stretch out the tops of the feet, and switch it up. Exhale into it. Breathe into those ankles. Breathe into the feet. A couple more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, perfect. So before we go to a single leg movement, so we're gonna work just single leg balance, ankle mobility, knees as well. With my feet nice and stable, I'm just gonna get the knees real quick. So let's go some knee circles. I'm gonna trace the outer edge of my feet so I can bring my arches up. And then I'm gonna go forward onto my toes. Now I'm bringing the outer edges up and on my heels. So hands are optional. If you want extra support, you can bring your hands gently above your knees. If not, it's gonna find that balance. Keep the chest proud and just keep that core engaged. Try not to round the back out. Keep the shoulders pulled back and down. 3, 2, change directions. Opposite way. Breathe into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Perfect. All right, guys, feet together. Point and pull on this one. So I'm gonna take my right foot out. I wanna take note of my plant leg. So before we start moving that ankle and that foot, I wanna take note of my plant leg. I wanna find stability from the ground up. So nice, tall posture. Getting nice and tall to the crown. I wanna lengthen. Find that active glute on the plant leg, and then go ahead and point and pull. Pull as far in as I can and as far out as I can. Pointing my toes towards my eyes and point away towards the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and scoop. Scoop in, scoop out. Keep that plant leg stable. I should feel my quad active. My glute, hamstring, my feet, my toes are active. All right, now full circle all the way around. Those same point and pull, scoop in and out. Now I'm connecting all 4 dots. 3, 2, change directions. Try not to let the knee go along for the ride too much. I'm just isolating at the ankle. So my leg, my quad should be nice and active. My ankle should be doing the mobility work here. 3, 2, and relax. Shake it off, shake it off. And my foot was firing on that one. All right, switch it up, switch it up. So feet together, reset, plant the foot, left leg out, point the toes, pull back in. So find that stability on that plant leg. Make sure I'm getting as tall as I can, driving into the ground. Breathe into that ankle, breathe into that leg. Find that balance. All right, scoop in and scoop out. Scoop in, scoop out. Just at the ankle, not the knee. Breathe into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and change directions. Oh, excuse me. Full circle with that ankle, all the way around. And again, we're taking note of right to left. I know my left is a little bit more stiff than my right leg or my right ankle. All right, change directions. See if I can find any pops. Really isolating. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Perfect, perfect. Shake it off, shake it off. Perfect. All right, so let's go back to feet together. Let's find that stability. All right, I'm going to keep my upper body stable. For me, I like to press my hands right beneath my sternum, right at my belly here, just as I can keep my elbows locked in. And I actually feel my back and my lats are pretty active as well too. So I'm gonna kick back. I don't wanna go too high to where I'm leaning forward. Kick back, and I'm just gonna pull that knee up as I pull my toes in, and then reset. So kick my heel back. I want to find that glute activation, and then I start to pull over my hurdle. So hip circles, kick back, and pull up. Keep that bottom leg stable. Let's do 3 more. Slow and controlled. Keep that upper body from shifting, from leaning. Last one. All right. Let's go the opposite direction, opposite direction. So now my knee is coming up. My knee is pointing out. And then I'm gonna pull my heel back and around. All right. So knee straight forward, knee straight out 90 degrees, and then I kick my heel back, rotate my knee in, and pull around. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2. Keep the toes pulled in towards my shins. Last one. Perfect. Shake it off. Reset, reset. Reset the breath. All right, same thing, other side. So feet together, find that balance. Kick my heel, find that glute activation, and then pull my knee over the hurdle. At your own pace. Take your time. Slow and control. I want to control that pull. Making sure my upper body stays stable. Core engaged. Keep it active. Use your breath. Last 3, 2, last one. Perfect. All right, pull the knee up, keep the toes tucked, pulled in, out, and drive that heel back behind. So knee up and forward, knee out and to my side, and then drive that heel back. Keep it going. Bottom leg is stable, active glute. Last 2. Last one. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so now I'm gonna keep my legs straight. So we were bending the leg. Now I'm gonna keep my legs straight. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna pull up and out, but I want to keep my toes pointing forward the entire time. We're just going to do 3 reps one way, 3 reps the other. So I'm going forward and back, 3 reps. Keep the upper body from leaning. Keep that leg straight, nice and active quad. Pull the toes in. Once you finish your 3, let's go the other direction. Again, I'm gonna stay low as I kick back and then pull the leg around. Keep that leg straight the entire time. As it comes around back, it's gonna wanna bend at the knee. I have to keep it straight. All right, reset, reset. Same thing, other side. 3 reps, both directions, core active, nice stable plant leg, proud chest, shoulders down and back. Keep the elbows pulled into my rib cage. Breathe into any pockets of tension there. Try not to lean with that upper body. All right, opposite direction. 3 reps in both directions. Reset the breath, reset the legs, shake it off a little bit. All right, hacky sack drill, hacky sack drill. So going back, scooping in and pulling up, 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 up. Scoop the ankle out, pull the knee up the midline. So my knee is leading. If I can touch, perfect. Scooping in and up, scooping out and up. Again, try not to lean. Upper body stays stable. Find stability on that plant leg. Exhale into that hip. Last 3, 2, and relax. Other side. Scoop in and up. Scoop out and up. Breathe into it. Do not hold your breath. Use the arms for balance if you need to. 3, 2, and relax. Perfect, perfect. Very nice. All right, guys, so I'm coming out wide on this next one. We kind of got some hip mobility, single leg balance. So now I'm gonna plant my feet. I don't have to come out too wide, so you find a nice good distance that's good for you. And I'm gonna tuck my pelvis underneath and keep them locked in. All right, so we're gonna do our Tai Chi movement. Try and get as fluid as I can, but I'm starting out static, which means I'm starting out step-by-step process here. So I'm gonna rotate and then shift. Angle out the foot if you need to. So if you need to angle out the toes to where my knee is not all wanky, I want to make sure it's tracking over my toes. And I'm just going to shift left to right. So pushing through the legs, rotate through the upper body. And I'm starting out slow until I can make it as fluid as I can. So you want to think about a figure 8 with my hips. Figure 8 with the hips. And just smooth it out. Rotate and push. Rotate and push. Keep the hips locked in. Driving into the ground. Keep the chest proud. Shoulders down and back. I'm staying tall through the crown. All right, now let's change directions. I'm gonna go into it now and rotate. Drive into it and rotate. Taking note of any stiffness I have in my hips, my groin, the muscles at my legs, even into my knees. Let's check up from the ground up. Ankles, feet, knees, hips, upper body. Couple more. And relax. Cool, cool. Let's finish out on the ground, guys. Let's finish out on the ground. We're working on hip mobility here. So we're gonna be in the half kneeling position. It's probably one of my favorite positions to isolate, but also find stability from the ground up without borrowing any movement from my feet. So when we're on our feet, there's a lot of shifting that tends to happen. And when we're trying to isolate, we borrow movements from other joint structures, basically, is kind of what happens. So when I'm on the ground, I'm able to isolate just a little bit further. So find a nice good base. I'm gonna turn to the side here. For me, lately, I like to flatten out the top of my foot so I can really press into the mat. All right, as I press into the mat, I'm tucking my pelvis underneath. Perfect. So there's gonna be 3 movements here. I'm gonna rotate into it, so into the lead leg, rotate away from it, and then my same side leg that's down, I'm reaching that same side arm up overhead. All right, so I'm gonna turn this way. And rotate in both directions, keep the hips locked in. And then rotate. If my right leg is down, my right arm is reaching. I can even use the bottom hand to press into my leg. Really lengthen. So reach and pull apart. Keep the hips locked under. Couple more. Pull apart. Keep the chest proud. Keep those hips locked in. Pressing into the ground. Really open up. Last time. Perfect. Let's bring our hands down to the ground. And as we switch it up, plant the foot, flatten out that back leg, reestablish my base. So I should have a nice base of support beneath me. Shoulders down and back, proud chest. Same thing, open up, reaching. Keep the hips locked in, keep pressing that back leg into the ground. Breathe it as I rotate. Exhale into it. Last time here, last time. Perfect. Hands coming back down. Perfect. All right, guys, so I'm gonna bring, for my tabletop position, I'm gonna bring my left leg out, plant the foot, and I'm just gonna rock back and forth. So really spread those fingers and grip the mat. I'm gonna pull and rock over my wrist. Inhale. Exhale, sitting back on my heel. You go as far back as you need to. You don't have to go all the way back. And toes tucked under or flatten out the foot, like shoelaces down basically. It's totally up to you. You can alternate between both, but I'm rocking on the inhale forward. Exhale, sitting back. Inhale forward. Exhale, sit back on the heel. Pushing into the ground. Keeping my hands and my fingertips spread nice and wide. Inhale, open. Exhale, sit back. Just get a few more, nice and comfortable. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last time, inhale. Exhale. All right, so it's keeping that leg there. Make your adjustments if you need to. Next one, I'm gonna reach up with that same side leg that's out, so my left arm, and then I'm gonna try and thread it through to drop my shoulder. So this arm that's planted, I wanna make sure that I'm pushing into the mat as I reach, and then I'm gonna allow that elbow to bend as I thread my arm through. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, thread it through. And I'm reaching as I thread it. So reaching up, push into the mat. And then exhale, thread it through, reach those fingertips as far out as I can. Let's do a few more. Moving with your breath. Last two. Last one. Perfect. All right, let's switch it up. Plant the hands, plant the foot, spread the fingers, Pack the shoulders down so I make sure I'm not shrugging. I'm pulling my shoulders away from my ears. Same thing, other side. Inhale over the wrist, find a nice comfortable stretch. Exhale, sit back on the heel. Moving at your own pace, moving with your breath. As I rock forward, make sure I'm pushing into the mat. As I rock back, make sure I'm pushing into the mat. My hands are staying active. My foot is staying active. My breath is staying active. Last two. Inhale forward. Exhale, sit back on it. Last time. Inhale forward. Exhale, sit back. Perfect. Alright, so set yourself in place. Get ready for the reach and thread. Reach and thread. So push into the mat. Reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale. Push into the mat. Exhale, thread it all the way through. Inhale. Exhale. Last three. Two. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Perfect. Bring that leg back in. Perfect. So I'm gonna push back. So Rizos, I'm gonna sit back on my heels. Sit my hips high. And I'm just gonna pedal my knees one at a time. So let's kind of see where those hamstrings are at. Stretching out the backs of the legs, pushing into the mat, pushing into the ground, spreading those fingers, keeping my chin tucked. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So right here, I'm gonna bring my right knee in for the pigeon pose. So my right knee is just gonna come right behind my wrist, and I'm gonna pull that leg back. So you go as far as you need to, and I'm just gonna allow my weight, allow gravity to do its thing as I sit on that hip, and I can even shift one side to the other. So keeping my chest forward, I'm just kind of shifting. You can come out wide with your hands if you need to. I can kind of sit on the hip and then come into this other side. Just kind of filling out those hips. You can even come down to your elbows. On my elbows, I'm gonna take 3 deep breaths. 3 deep breaths. So deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, sink into it. Last one. All right, walk the hands back up, plant the hands, tuck the toes back under on that back leg. Push back into that downward dog again, pedal those knees one more time. And then now let's bring that other leg in. So my left now is coming behind my wrist. Dropping that back leg a little bit further back so I can kind of feel it out. And again, we're shifting left to right a little bit, kind of feel out those hips. See where any tension might be at. I feel a little bit more stiff, a little bit more tighter on my left side than I am on my right. So take note of going left to right. You can engage that back glute and just shift left to right. All right, whenever you're ready, you're gonna come down to your elbows. Take 3 deep breaths. So inhale, Fill up the belly, exhale, exhale into that stretch. Allow yourself to sink a little bit further. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, fill up the belly and the chest. Exhale into that leg, into that glute. Perfect. All right, slowly walking the hands back up. Going back to that downward dog. Find that hamstring stretch one more time. Whenever you're ready, drop the knees. Sit back on the heels. We're gonna go forward and back. So toes tucked under or shoelaces down. It's totally up to you, but I'm gonna spinal roll. Keeping my chin tucked. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull the chin up. So going back and forth with the spinal rolls. Tuck the chin, push back. Sink into the hips. Allow the shoulders to drop. Keeping the chin tucked on the inhale. Pull the chin up on the exhale. All right, guys, last stretch here, last stretch. So from this child's pose position, sitting back on the heels, I'm just gonna walk my hands out 45 degrees. Find a nice good stretch, and then I'm gonna rotate palm up as I exhale into it, and then bring my palm back down. Inhale, palm down. Exhale, palm up. Rotate that arm out. Seat the head in my bicep and my ear into my bicep and my arm. And just keep going, a couple more breaths here. Really use the blade of my hand to pull and find traction from the ground. Alright, whenever you're ready, slowly walk it to the other side. So I'm doing about 3 or 4 deep inhales and deep exhales as I reach and use the ground to pull my hips back. Lengthen all nice good side of the body there. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then slowly coming back up. Perfect, perfect. All right, so shake it off. We're gonna finish out with some box breathing. You can do this standing, you can do it seated, you can do it laying down. But if you're not familiar with the box breathing, we're gonna start with 4 seconds. So I'm a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold, and I just keep that going for as long as I like. And we generally do about 2 minutes. So when you do this on your own, you can set the clock for 2 minutes, or you can just go for as long as you want to, all right? So try not to force the air in. I want to slowly pull it in. Take note of the diaphragm from belly to my chest. Really fill it up like a balloon. Inflate, deflate. All right, ready? 3, 2, and inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Hold it. 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 Inhale. Now hold it for as long as you like. And when you're ready to exhale, whenever you're ready to exhale, it's totally up to you. You're gonna exhale all the air out of those lungs and just reset your breath. Good job today, guys. Really appreciate you guys joining me. As always, add these into your day. Wherever you feel you really need them, whenever you're just feeling stress or any tension, add them into your day. Get your mobility snacks in. You gotta eat, same thing, your joints, think of it as your joints eating these mobility drills. We're creating durable bodies here, durable bodies. So I really appreciate you guys. Keep sending in your requests. Keep sending in, or keep joining me every Tuesday, Thursday. And we'll see you guys soon. Love you.